Iron City Muay Thai with Jason Fenton. Jason, thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for coming down.
So today you're celebrating the 2-year anniversary, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. 2 years ago today, Iron City was born.
Nice. So you have the seminar with Cobain. We just took a look at that. It's pretty packed. How many people did you have show up?
There is, I believe, 26 people out there.
26 people.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is not the first seminar you guys have done here, as you were telling us.
No, this is actually my second seminar.
Okay.
My first seminar was held by a fellow named Johnson in Fairtex.
Okay.
And I already actually have my next one planned out. So.
Nice. Now, Johnson, you fought him apparently, and you fought him a while back, and you have his shorts here. If you can get a shot of that, of the shorts that he was wearing during that fight. Now, you've had something like 57
fights.
57 pro fights, yeah, in Muay Thai, and some world titles as well.
Yeah, I got 2 world titles.
2 world titles. What do you think about this whole sort of controversy that's been surrounding MMA with the CMA trying to have it banned and all that stuff that's happening? How do you see that?
I think it's just a bunch of old school guys, old school boxing guys that don't want to give up the last strings that they have. You know, you can still box, which is way more damage done in boxing fights than there is in MMA fights, than there is in Muay Thai fights. You know, way more damage.
All right. And as far as the Muay Thai scene here in Vancouver, I mean, there's a lot of kickboxing events, a lot of Muay Thai events happening. Do you see that scene continuing to grow as it has in the last years?
It's going to blow up. It's going to blow up starting probably February. We got to get BC caught up with the rest of Canada, not only the rest of North America and the world. So yeah, it's going to start. It's going to be big starting February.
Muay Thai and kickboxing has had an explosion in North America.
People just like to hit things. People like to hit things. People like to hit other people. You know, it's so easy to get your hands on fights now from Japan, from Australia, from Thailand. You know, and people are just starting to open up everybody's eyes to what's out there. You know, video games are a blast, but you know, watching it on the internet now, and you can watch everyone fight, and everyone's like, yeah, I want to do that, I can do that, and just helping the sport grow.
All right. Now, there's also a spiritual side with a lot of the martial arts, and also Muay Thai. There's also more of a Zen kind of approach to it. Would you agree with that? Like,
oh, definitely. It's very, you know, when we fight, we start out and we do something called the Ramoi or Waifu, which is a dance, and it pays respect to your teacher, to your God, to your family, and just it not only does it do that, also, you know, warms up the body a little bit and gets you ready to go. Yeah.
In traditional Muay Thai, you always see the guys walk in and go to all 4 corners of the cage and kind of bow to it. And there's a lot of spiritual. I mean, obviously, everybody likes to hit stuff and likes to get some anger out, but there's also a spiritual side to martial arts. People don't always.
It's very much, you know, like it's what it is like that one, for example. When you go to each 4 corners, that just seals off the ring to make sure that no bad spirits come in. So, you know, yeah, you want to go out there and fight and you want to win and stuff, but you don't want to hurt your opponent. You don't want, you know, no one goes out there to purposely hurt somebody, to purposely injure. You know, it's just everyone's friends. You go in, you do your job, no different than hockey. You go out, do your job, and there you go. You're all friends. Everything's good.
Now, one of the things I wanted to point out as well is that if you take a look in Thailand, a lot of the fighters, they start off younger. Like Cobain, for example, he had his first fight at 11, and by 15 he had 35 fights. And he had a long career. He had a 23-year career. But it's a different kind of approach to martial arts in Thailand, where people go to university or get into sports, and with the national sport, it's pretty much Muay Thai.
You know, it's different. It's not like it is in North America. Here, we fight, you know, we go train, we can go home at night. There, the majority of the fighters, they live at the camp. They don't come from wealthy families. They can't, you know, they don't fight because they want to. They fight, especially at that age, because there's nowhere else for them to go. So, you know, there they kind of have a choice. They don't have a choice. But once they get older, you know, start getting a little on the older side for Thailand, and by older side I mean 22, 23. It's time to, you know, they can go to Europe, go to Asia, you know, come over to North America, and you know, saved up enough money and have a normal life.
Yeah. Now, do you think our guys here in Canada are at disadvantage when they're going against guys who have been doing Muay Thai for 10 years by age 20?
You know, it really depends on the school. I think to an extent, North America on a whole is at a disadvantage. because, like I said, they do it because they have to, but they live, eat, and sleep Muay Thai. Live at the gym, train, eat. Whereas most North Americans have to have 9 to 5s. You know, it's very hard to make enough money to fight. Period. You know, so even if you're making, like some of the UFC guys that are making 10, 20,000 a fight, but then they got to pay their hospital bills, they got to pay their trainers, they got to pay this, they got to pay that. So by the time the whole thing's done, they're just not making that much money.
Yeah, only a few guys at the top are really making money.
The top guys are making money. The guys down here are like, you know, struggling.
I know. Like, for example, at the UFC we had in Vancouver, Pat Berry ended up getting $11,000, but he had a broken hand and a broken leg. His hospital bill, I mean, UFC covers a lot of their medical expenses, but if it wasn't for that, he pretty much would have came home with nothing after.
You know, not only that, but he's got to pay his trainer, he's got to pay Duke Rufus. You know, a lot of times they'll bring in sparring partners, so they got to pay those guys, got to pay their cut man, got to pay everything. And it's just, you know, it's...
Alright. Well, on a lighter note, I wanted to ask your opinion. Who do you think in MMA and UFC has the best Muay Thai, the best stand-up Muay Thai?
Oh, man.
Best Muay Thai in general.
Oh, man. I think I'll stick with John Jones right now.
John Jones right now?
John Jones right now.
Okay.
He pulls out a lot of very big Muay Thai moves, like his spinning back elbow, and you know, he pulls out a lot of. You see a lot of guys throwing like the elbow on the ground, just a level elbow and stuff, but he pulls out a lot of the real stuff.
Yeah.
So
textbook
Muay Thai. A lot of textbook Muay Thai.
Yeah. All right. Now, who do you think adapted the Muay Thai best for MMA?
I have to say, I don't know. I'd probably go with Kenny Florian. Kenny Flo, yeah.
Talking about the last UFC, did you like when Frankie Edgar did the leg sweep, the Muay Thai leg sweep to BJ Penn?
That was great. You know,
that
made me laugh. That made me laugh. It was just, you know, it just came right underneath that leg and took him down.
You wouldn't expect that from a guy who's a wrestling background.
Definitely. Not only that, but just in UFC in general, there's not that many guys that utilize that cut kick like he did, and it was nice. It was beautiful.
All right. Well, Jason, thank you very much for having us here. It was a pleasure coming out here.
We got some rollers. You know, we got some free space over here. Do a lot of like chin-ups, free weights and stuff.
How big is this ring that you guys here? It's not a boxing ring, it's a Muay Thai ring, right?
It's an MMA ring.
Okay.
This is the official Bulldog ring.
Okay.
Which is the biggest. Other than the bottom rope, it's exactly the same as a Muay Thai ring. Muay Thai rings only have 4 ropes, but other than that, it's exactly the same. And this is the biggest size that you can fight in. They go different sizes. Yeah. This one's 24 by 24.
I see. Yeah, it seems a little bit bigger than it used to.
You can fight anywhere. Like legal size ring can be anywhere from 16 by 16 to 24 by 24.
Okay.
You know, it all depends on the promoter. All depends on what they like. Yeah. You know, some guys like the smaller rings so you can stand toe to toe, and just they put you in a phone booth and let you come out. You know, so.
And what do you prefer, the ring or a cage?
Oh, ring by far. Ring by far. You know, for real Muay Thai, ring. Not even close. You know, also for spectators, I think the cage is terrible.
Yeah.
I think it's, you know, especially if there's so much intricate stuff going on from here in the ring. The only problem is for MMA guys, you see a lot of guys falling through the ropes, and so it's a catch-22, you know. Good things, bad things, what do you do?
There's it's the new black.
We do all our conditioning in here, we got our sledgehammer tires. Oh yeah, sled.
Classic sledgehammer.
No,
what would you consider the best conditioning exercise for martial arts in general? Is there like a routine that you guys work out here? Or?
You know, I just do a lot of station work, a lot of different stuff, like a lot of tire, a lot of sledgehammer, you know, box jump. One of the best things that I love doing for all my guys, since all your stability comes from your calves, from here is jumping on the tire. It's very common in Thailand. That's why they have all their calves are like they have a quad and a knee and a quad. From here, it's from jumping on tire. Like 1 minute in, your calves just feel like they're on fire. From here, but it just helps with your stability, your strength, your explosion.
So what can we expect in the future from Iron King Muay Thai?
You know, just growing. I'm putting out a couple really good fighters. You know, but the majority of my guys just want to have fun.
Okay.
You know, I only have a few guys, maybe out of all my members, maybe only 4 or 5 guys want to fight. Majority of my guys just want to come out, socialize, have fun. I got actors, I got doctors, I got lawyers. Everyone just wants to have fun and hit things.